What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to my channel. My name's Art, now walk with me. Back again with another unboxing and review from the Transformers Bumblebee movie studio series number 83, Voyager class, Soundwave. Yes, and he is a Decepticon. His most well-known disguise is that of a micro cassette recorder, and he is also known to be a very loyal lieutenant to the leader, Megatron. I want to turn this turntable on so you guys can get a 360 of the box while I'm going over a little bit of bio. And he usually don't speak, only when it's mocking the Autobots. Soundwave is one of the most recognizable characters because of his distinctive monotone computerized voice. Soundwave can detect and jam transmissions. He's got a photographic memory. He stores a variety of Decepticon spies within his chest. They all transform into a micro cassette. These spies include Ravage, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Ratbat, just to name a few, all of whom are under Soundwave's command. Speaking of his cassette sidekicks, one stood out. This character was from the core class, also Bumblebee movie studio series, Ravage. I felt it just seemed appropriate to pair him up with his boss. So, yes, I'm going to unbox him too and see if he can fit, or hopefully he does fit, inside of Soundwave's chest. And with that said, let's unbox some Transformers, robots in disguise. More than meets the eye. Autobots raise the battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers, more than meets the eye. All right, that's enough singing. Let me get into some detail of Soundwave. He is really awesome. I like the blue and white, original, authentic Soundwave. And I noticed that there isn't really a lot of paint within his figure, and I think that's because of his transformation. And if there was, then the paint job, it wouldn't last very long because you're going to be moving this figure a whole lot, you know. But the paint that I do see is red, red on his front. We got some red on his wrist, or yeah, his wrist, and his eyes are red. And then around his gun, there's some red as well. And there's some highlighted red within his cassette case door and gold trimming around it. So, and then there is some detail within this flap here. It's got maybe some silver paint. And I think that's really cool. Really, really cool. So now I'm going to get his weapons off of him, and I'm going to get into some articulation of Soundwave. Again, he's an awesome figure. I think if you don't have him in your collection, he's really nice. He's got not a lot of head articulation, but he can look right and left. Not so much up and down. He can look up a little bit more than he can down, but I still think it's a lot of awesome detail within this figure. He's got, his legs are on the hinge, no bicep or, no thigh swivel at all. It's just, he's got a pretty good 90-degree angle on his knee. And a lot of the articulation within his legs are at his ankle, I think. You know, you can hinge back about that a whole lot. And he can hinge forward about that much. And that's enough to get some pretty good dynamic poses with Soundwave. His door, it does open up, which I think is cool. It adds a lot of realism to it. let's see. There is a lot of sculpt to the back of this guy. He is really, really awesome. Yeah, not a lot of paint again going on, but I still think it's cool. The blue and white is an awesome touch. And let's see here now. I want to go over Ravage. Ravage is pretty cool too. It's a big upgrade from the original Ravage. You know, once the figure got loose, then it just wasn't going to stay within a robot or stay within a cassette tape. So I think it's awesome what Hasbro did by adding these pins and clips within the Transformers, because they stay in whatever you want to transform them into. I think that's awesome. But Ravage is pretty cool. Let's see. He did come with some weapons. He came with 2 guns, and then the other missile is inside of Soundwave's gun, and I think that's cool too. Excuse me. And another weapon of Soundwave's is like this rifle, and I think it's pretty cool. It's not a lot of paint to it, but it's still some detail, and it's molded in this dark plastic, and then it's painted blue, and I think it's really cool. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and transform Soundwave for you guys. I'm not gonna hold it up. So let's see here. Flaps. And there's these flaps. They hinge on the back of his head. There's some tabs back there, but okay. Peg goes into the hole. Okay. Okay, that looks like that's the top. That's the top of his body so far. Soundwave, he's not too difficult to transform, so I'm gonna keep on working with him. See. These 2 pieces you need to get them to clamp together. And I noticed about Soundwave, he can be difficult, you know, as far as trying to get him to stay clamped together, because his joints are just what he transforms into. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But once you get him tabbed in, then he's good to go. Okay. Okay. Then his feet. Flip up. Okay. So far, so good. And just another note, again, he's got this hole on his foot right here, and then a peg, and that's what you want to peg his feet into his into his forearm. I think Soundwave was one of the most trickiest, but once you get it, then it's self-explanatory. It's pretty easy. It's just getting all the pegs to go into where they need to go. Then you're good to go. Good to go. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got this flap here, here, here. There you go. And then I think this flap here helps them to stand up or to stay raised. I think that's cool. And then there's some peg holes on the side. And let's put his guns on. His guns go there. And same for the other side. There you go. That's a cassette recorder. All right. Now next. Now Ravage, he's a pain in the butt to me personally because my eyes are old and I can hardly see. But I'm gonna do my best to transform this guy. Take his guns off. Let's see here. There's a hinge right there, and you really need to get that hinge to release. Actually, let me take this clip off of here. Should I? More accessories for a Ravage. I don't know what that is. It might be some type of homing device, but let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got his legs to hinge out. And this piece goes back here. This guy is so small. He could be a pain in the butt, but boom. Okay. His leg. Head down. Looks crazy, but let me see if I can show you where this peg is at. There's a peg right here. I don't know if you can see that peg right there. And it goes right there. Okay. Okay. And since I'm on this side, I want to try to do this side as well. Flip them over. There's a peg hole right there, and there's that peg. Very, very small. If you have a problem, like me, with your sight, it can be difficult, but just having patience. Okay, that's one side of them. So far, so good. Now let me get his other side. Very, very tedious when it comes to Ravage, but Okay, one more leg. One more leg. Peg. Peg hole. Okay. Okay. There he is. And then his accessories can go here. And then his other one goes here. Cool, cool. Now let's see. I should have put him in before, but we're gonna see if we can get him to go inside. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see. His feet. Okay. Let's try this again. He should fit. I don't see why he wouldn't. Okay, there we go. Awesome, awesome. That looks cool. That looks cool. Sweet. The only thing is I noticed that, you know, once, if you wanted to get him out, you can't get him out now. But so in turn, you have to go to this back flap, and then you got to push on him to get him out. But I think I'm going to leave him inside right now. All right, there you go. Soundwave and Ravage transformed. It's been something I've been doing lately. I think it's really cool. The Transformers, again, for me, it's got a lot of, Transformers have a lot of sentimental value within them, and they just go with my G.I. Joes, and I've just been trying to do things differently and to have a variety and to switch things up, you know. But again, overall, I think the Transformers are really cool, you know. They could have put Ravage in the box with Soundwave, but they didn't, and it's just a minor gripe. And another note about Soundwave, what I liked about him was that he was loyal to Megatron, and he was loyal to his cassettes too, that, you know, followed him. And he had a motto, and it's kind of cool. It was Soundwave superior and Autobots inferior. That's cool. That's cool. Again, I like Transformers because they relate to G.I. Joe, and I wish that someday they would start that line back up again. Transformers / G.I. Joe. That would be cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transform him back into a robot, and then I'm gonna close it out for you guys. It's easier to transform him into a robot than into a cassette, so. All right, there you go. The Soundwave back in its robot mode. Awesome, awesome. In closing, I just want to say thank you for watching. And if you like and you're not subscribed, you know what to do. On that note, walk with you later. Bye.